Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Trading with Tyler here. And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there with a lot of fear, doubt, and uncertainty in this crypto market, but I'm here to lead you guys on the right path. And I'm going to show you why myself and many members of my group are now long on Bitcoin. And but ultimately, the ins and outs of why we're long is the most important thing. It was what I want to get across here. And let's talk about volume profiles and why they are king for Bitcoin right now. Okay, there's a lot of indicators, a lot of technicals out there, but what Bitcoin is respecting right now, the absolute most, is these volume profiles. And I'm going to give you three examples here, and I'm going to also go into and show you why they're also essentially governing the price action of altcoins as well. Okay, let's just start. If you don't know what volume profiles are, I highly suggest you get acquainted with this fixed range volume profile, even the visible range volume profile. You can find that in your indicators. I've pulled tens of thousands of these, and um, I've really made this a point to make this a staple in my technical analysis because I've just noticed this. But now I know that it is now the forefront of my technical analysis and what I built. Prior to this, I was building my technical analysis around horizontals as a starting point, but now I'm finding that volume profiles is what I'm going to be building my TA around. Okay, let's take a look at this previous month volume profile. Okay, so we made all-time highs here, right? We made all-time highs here on 73, 70, 74K. So we come back down, and what do you think stopped us at this level? Okay, and if you guys can't see this, let me make this a little bit more clear for you. This value area high stopped this price action dead in its tracks, and from there we rallied up 27%. Now let's fast forward to today. Okay, there is this range we were looking at, untapped liquidity here. I'm gonna go move on to the daily and show you this consolidated area right here. Okay, this consolidated area of volume. And now I'm going to move on to the. I want you to see what stopped us. So we had this descent, right? And essentially, at this 52,000 mark, it stopped it dead in its tracks and rallied up about 5.5%. Okay. And now let me mark this right across from here. I'm just going to mark A from right here. Okay. See, bounced up. Okay. We came back down, back tested it again, as you can see. Ultimately, we fell through, right? People were scrambling, right? We're scrambling because there's tons of confluences at this level. And we ultimately wicked down to what, 40, below 40, 49, 48. So, what's at this level? What's the importance of this bottom there? Well, I can just show you right quick. If we take our global, what do you think stopped this price action right there in its tracks? I think it's easy to see. Global value area high of this global, we bounce it off it as support. It did not want to come back into balance globally here. So that's three examples of Bitcoin just perfectly respecting these volume profiles. So I believe I gave a video yesterday about Popcat. So let's take a look at Popcat here. Matter of fact, let's take a look at. So Popcat is down 33% today, but it really was down way more than that. It was down. That's incredible. It was actually down 33 plus 25. 50, almost. Wow. Yeah, almost 60%, but came back, bounced off of its global what value area low from this global volume profile as the acting as the bottom and came back up 25%. Even though it's very wrecked, right? But you're going to see this over and over, okay? So, I gave the signal. I don't know if you guys can be able to hear this. Let's see. So, hope you guys heard that. I gave the fact that I was long. Now, mind you, this is my third position here. Okay. So initially, let me show you my first one here. So we longed off this bounce of the value area high from that range I showed you. Okay, this is a take profit one for me here. Set stop loss to entry. We came back and hit our stop loss, made about $200. So once we lost that and back tested that, I went short. So this is a take profit one for me. Again, I set stop loss to entry, got stopped out. Okay. Um, as you can see, this was pretty much the bottom right there, essentially. Came back up, and so once I was like, "What am I missing? What am I missing?" I gave the signal to my group there that I'm long, and here we are. Helping Hands long. I'm long. Smiley's long. Um, and it's these volume profiles. I'm sure I can go. Um, it's all within context as well, but make no mistake about it. The previous week, previous month, and global volume profiles have not seen action or untapped for a period of time are going to be very strong support and or resistances depending on where price action is. Um, so we're currently long right now. I do expect higher. Don't know how much higher. Um, but yeah, that's easy to see where that came from. People are going to try to argue this and that. It's this, it's that. It's volume profiles. Okay. And look, if someone wants to argue that this is a bounce off of 618 right here, that's not even an impulsive candle. This is not even the candle we would target for the fib pull here. Okay, I promise you, it's not it. With that said, hope you guys are not panicky out there, but pay attention to these volume profiles. And I do want to say, should we lose this and come back into balance in this global volume profile, um, which I do expect eventually, especially with the news of Trump saying that he's going to be adding Bitcoin to the, you can only you just got to think far ahead and think about big money. And do you think the U.S. government's going to want to um, add Bitcoin to the treasury at a top? There's forces all around us. Bitcoin is still very easily manipulated with large amounts of money, and right now, currently, we're long, and yeah, for me, it's gonna have to be a loss of the low here at 48,900. So I see 48,000, 500. I'm out of this, but this is I want to hold this for, you know, I want to hold this. So in hopes of coming back up, hopefully to all-time high. So that's what's going on. That's my Bitcoin market breakdown. And yeah, Tyler's out.